Hey everybody, welcome back. Now, as you know, in April we've learned all about plants, right? So today we're going to read about flower power. Flower and power are rhyming words, yes. So flower power, right? We see some yellow flowers. My plant has 4 yellow flowers. They look bright and smell good. What other parts does my plant have? Can you look at a plant? What other parts does she have? She has 4 yellow flowers. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, she has 4 sunflowers. What other plant parts does her plant have? Do you remember some of those plant names you talked about? What are these green, flat, flappy things called? Leaves, right? What's this long stick? It's green. It's holding it up. You're right, a stem. And now we can't see it, but we know that it's there. What is inside of this pot, all buried in the soil? Roots. Good. Okay, so let's see what it says inside, okay? Now, oh wow, look at this pretty flower. What color is that? Pink. Learn about plant parts by singing to the song, The Wheels on the Bus. The parts on the plant will open and bloom, open and bloom. Open and bloom, the parts on the plant will open and bloom, growing all around. The seed on the plant will fall to the ground, fall to the ground, fall to the ground. The seed on the plant will fall to the ground, growing all around. The leaves on the plant will reach out to the sun, reach out to the sun, reach out to the sun. The leaves on the plant will reach out to the sun, growing all around. The stem on the plant grows up, 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 up. The stem on the plant grows up, 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 growing all around. The roots on the plant grow down in the dirt, ground in the dirt. Into the dirt, the plants on the roots on the plant grow into the dirt, growing all around. Okay, so let's see. Look at this pink circle. What do you see in that pink circle? You're right, that's a flower. Right, the flower is the part that makes the fruit and the seeds, right? It also smells pretty, bright colors. The seed pod is over here. What's falling out of the seed pod? Right, the seeds are. Why are they falling into the ground? You're right, so they can grow into new plants. And sometimes as seeds get eaten by animals, they get carried around and planted to other places, right? I was learning about that. Right, and sometimes they have special parts that help them blow far in the wind. So we have the flower, we have the seed pod, and the seeds fall out. They can go to the ground or other places. We have the leaves. What job does the leaves have? You're right. It makes the food for the plant, right? It has chlorophyll in it that makes them green, and they use photosynthesis from the sun, the air, the water. And then we have the stem of the plant. The stem of the plant, what helps it hold up so it reaches the top of the sky, so all the leaves can get the energy, because if they were flat on the ground, they wouldn't get that much sunlight. So the stem holds them up. And do you remember what the stem on a tree is called? You're right, a trunk. Okay, so this is the stem of the plant. And down here are the roots. What are the jobs of the roots? Do you remember? Right, they hold the plant in the ground so it doesn't blow away like a tumbleweed. Right, it also grows wide so the plant can stand up nice and tall, right? Okay, and it also gets the water for the plant. Okay, now we're going to make a garden graph. Okay, let me make this a little bit narrower. So it's a little stronger because it doesn't stay up so well. Now, we're going to graph the flowers. What do you think you're going to do on this page first? You're right, you're going to write your name. So right over here, starting at the top to the bottom, write your name. You guys should be getting really good at this and be ready for kindergarten. Okay, now, so what we're going to do is we're going to count the flowers. How many flowers are there altogether? Ready to count the flowers with me? 1, 2. Make sure you point as you count. Let's count in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many flowers are there? You're right, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 flowers. Now, we're going to see how many there are of each flower. And then we're going to graph it so we can see what our data says. Data is the information we collect. Okay, so let's see. The first color is red. So we're going to write red marker out. How many red flowers do you see? Is that red? No. Is that red? Is that red? Is that red? Yes, it is. So, what color are we going to color that? Red, right. So now, we start at the bottom. Who remembers when we made graphs in our class, right? Remember we made graphs about the houses we lived in, the hairstyle we had. We made graphs about our favorite color, our birthday, right? So we always start at the bottom. So we start at the bottom. I'm going to color this in super duper neat. I'm going to color in red. How many boxes am I coloring in? You're right, I'm only going to color one box in. Why am I only coloring one box in? Because there's only one red flower. Right, I know there's only one red flower, and I know because I only did one red box. Now, what is the next color we're going to do? What color comes next? What color is that? Yellow. Yes, I'm going to get out my yellow marker. Now, how many yellow flowers are there? 1, 2, 3. How many yellow flowers are there? 1, 2, 3. So how many boxes am I going to color in? Am I going to color 1 box? 2 boxes? 3 boxes. I'm coloring 3 boxes because there's 1, 2, 3 yellow flowers. So making sure I'm neat. I'm going to stay in the lines, right? Because I want my data to look nice and neat. I want my data to be sloppy. So I'm going to color nice and neat. Okay, so how many yellow boxes do I have? You can't really tell because yellow is a very light color, right? It's not as strong as the red or the purple. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now last. Finally. Finally. How many purple flowers do we have? Let's see. 1, 2. How many purple flowers are there? 2. So how many boxes am I going to color in purple? You're right, 2. I'm going to get dark purple, so this is dark. I'm going to color in 2 boxes. 1. This is hard to do because there's nothing holding it up in the back. Sorry, guys. 1, 2. So messy. So how many boxes did I color in? 2. Why did I color 2? Because there are 2 purple flowers. So you're going to take your graph and you're going to do that, okay? Now, after you do that, you can go online to scholastic.com, our per class code in the directions, and you can visit. You can read this online. I can read it to you. There's a little game you could play. There's even a video about flowers that's really informative to watch, okay? Then, I want you to find this page here. And it's going to say flower, leaves, stem, roots. And you're going to match it with the word over here, okay? So, flower, flower, leaves, leaves, stem, stem, roots, roots. Right, straight. That's nice and easy, okay? But you can look to see if you recognize any letters to help you find that. Then you're going to measure the flowers, right? Who remembers when we measure, what do we start with, right? We start at the edge, right? So we're going to the bottom and top. So look at the daffodil. They did the daffodil for you. How many cubes long is the daffodil? Is it 1, 2, or 3 blocks? Good, you're going to color 3 blocks. How many cubes is the tulip? You're right, 2. So you're going to color in 2 blocks. Oh, look at the sunflower. That's the tallest one. How many cubes is the sunflower? How big is it? 4 cubes. You're going to color 4 cubes. And then look at this teeny tiny little itsy bitsy. I think it's a hyacinth. How many cubes big is that? Only 1. So you're going to color 1 cube in for that, okay? So you're going to do your scholastic. You're going to do your matching. And you're going to do this. And you're going to have a fabulous Thursday. And I will see you tomorrow in May. It's the last time we're going to see each other in April. I'll see you guys in May tomorrow. Bye-bye.